What is good, people? Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we are going to be doing some seat upholstery on these seats. The customer has a Volkswagen Caddy. He has bought some Mark 7 Golf GTI front seats in the famous GTI tartan fabric, and then he just wants the rear seat to match. So we're going to have a crack. We're just going to be duplicating the design on the front seats. So obviously we have the black cloth just there, and then we're going to be doing cloth all the way around that section, round that section, and then round that section, and then the tartan's going to kind of start here and then finish just here across on all three seats. Headrests are just going plain black just to keep it simple, and then he wants the back of the seat, it's like a sort of grey vinyl, because he has dogs in the seat. He wants that doing in black vinyl. Sadly we don't have any material for it. That is pretty much you guys caught up. If you do enjoy these videos, make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and let's crack on. So before any retrim, I always have the seat fitted just to make sure that all the lines line up as they should, because this is a conversion seat, so I'm not sure on the quality. That stitch line there, you know, is kind of that far off this stitch line, then I'm going to have to kind of rejig the seat. But as you can see, the lines are pretty bang on. It doesn't matter if it's a tiny bit out, because I can always pull the material and kind of jig it around, so it kind of looks okay. The condition is very good, so I don't need to make any seat repairs, and we're just going to crack on. I might start with the headrest first because I know the seats are okay, just to kind of have it an easier day back on for a retrim, and then we'll just carry on. Alright people, so we have now finished all three headrests. They're all good to go. It didn't take me too long, which is kind of good because it's setting me up for seat back cushion. I've already stripped it all out anyway. As you can tell by the foam, I've made some markings because it's hard to explain, but usually seat bases have like bars, and that's kind of a good way to line up the fabric, whereas this has just been glued straight over, so I've got no reference point. So I've kind of just lined up where the stitch line should go, and then I'm going to glue, I'll probably glue these sections so when I'm laying the fabric down it kind of hugs it nicely. It's a stupid way of doing it and a bit cheap, but I've already ripped it off and committed. Don't know where that came from because there is no piece of foam thick enough to kind of cause that, so we're just going to send it. We'll start by templating it, and then because we need to add the tartan, this is all one piece, so I'm going to have to kind of cut, make an extra section, and then stitch the tartan on this bit, and then obviously the standard cloth will be there. This section here, cloth will be there, which is kind of the side bits that go all the way up and round. I don't believe I've ordered enough cloth, but it came very quick. The only issue is it's not cheap, so I'm going to try and get it done as quick as I can and kind of offset it in my labour if I work a little bit quicker, but I'm not going to rush it just to get the job done. So yeah, let's carry on. Alright people, so we have now finished, well, sort of, finished the back section. All the tartan is cut, everything is stitched up. We're at a point now where I could glue and stick it all together. However, I want to make sure that the base lines up. All of the lines from the tartan and the cloth line up perfectly before I kind of put anything together or make any cuts, because I've done it in the past. I've done my cuts and then I've ended up needed to move it, and then you can see the cuts, so I've had to redo the materials. So I'm learning from my mistakes. Do the base first, and we'll do all the cuts and permanent problems, we will say. As I've mentioned earlier in the vlog, headrests are all ready to go. I can't wait to get this done, because what it used to look like, that horrible camper van crappy look, to that. So literally I cannot wait to see his interior when it's all finished. But anyway, we're going to carry on with that tomorrow. Right, so I've just finished building up the seats. Very happy with them, I've got to say. I can't wait to see them in the car, because then obviously it's going to match with the front seats. This room is an absolute mess. You see me tidy up a little bit in between, but it's because I've got the red Call Concept door card that I want there, strip apart to retrim, and then we've got the Recaro seat there, which eventually we'll get around to retrimming. It's because we keep getting retrim jobs in like this. I'm not complaining, it just means that I can't really lower the seat inventory, we'll say, because we've obviously got another set in the garage, but that doesn't matter. This does. We're going to call the lad to come down in a minute. We'll get it put in the car, and then we'll take some cinematics then. As always guys, if anybody wants any seat retrimming or anything like that, message in the link in the description below, and just message saying you've come from the YouTube channel. I'll give you a little discount. Wrapping, headliners, anything like that, 100%. Right guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more content, and I'll give you a little clue on what the next retrim is. I'll tell you what, go to my Instagram, P7 Customs, I'll give you an idea. But we'll see you next week for another upload. Peace!